Hi guys, it's Frankie from Frankie Watch. Good to see you all again. And here, once again with the Black Bay Pro, I want to share my final thoughts of this watch. You know, this Black Bay Pro, I've seen it a couple times now here on the channel. And, you know, you could consider this a long-term review because I've had my hands on with this watch now for a couple months here and there. It's still very hard to get from the ADs, but I do think this is a very special watch, and it's actually grown over time in terms of my liking it. The issue of the thickness, yes, it is a concern still, but as you can see, the slab is the real issue here of the thickness. But if you can get past that, I do believe that the rest of this watch wears pretty well, and 39 millimeters, it's a good size, and it definitely feels better on the wrist than the previous GMT, which is 41, but it's just as thick, so it really feels pretty heavy on the wrist. This dial is definitely one of the highlights, I feel, and you can see with the yellowed date window and this really nice yellow GMT hand. It's got that Fotina lume, but it doesn't bother me on this because it's got this ceramic lume, and these plots are all one piece, so they look really good. All in all, the bracelets with the T-Fit clasp, with the new clasp here, is also a plus. We're still using the MT6562, 70 hours power reserve, and yes, it is a thick movement. That is what has led to this 14.6 millimeter thickness. But once you look at the 39 millimeter diameter, under 50 millimeter lug to lug, and 20 millimeter lug width, the rest of the dimensions of this watch wear pretty well. Now, it's not going to be as, I guess, wearable as maybe the Black Bay 58, but I think if you're still in the market for a Tudor watch, I mean, this Black Bay Pro, you could do a lot worse than this. It is a truly stunning, retro-inspired timepiece based on that Rolex Explorer 1655, and I do think if you're looking for that kind of vibe in a watch, you will find it here. Despite the thickness, I still love it, the Tudor Black Bay Pro. But hit me up in the comments, what are your thoughts on this watch? And did you finally pick one of these up? I don't know if I would actually keep it long term. That's why I've kind of not pulled the trigger on this one. And I'm moving up, let's say, the food chain here. I've sold a number of my Tudors. I do like the new Tudor Ranger that's been released, but this Black Bay Pro, I think, ultimately, is not going to be one for me still. The thickness is a deal breaker for me. But hit me up in the comments. I'd love to hear about it. And that's it for this video. If you liked it, give me that thumbs up. And if you love the content of Frankie Watch, subscribe to the channel, hit that bell icon for future updates. Stay tuned for more great content. I have some great stuff coming very soon. You know what I mean. Stay tuned. So that's it, and Frankie Watch says, time's up. Have a good one. The Black Bay Pro. Don't like the name, but I love the watch.